I'm here at the preview of the Melaga auction tomorrow on West Creek, Railroad Avenue, and it's going to be a beaut. I'm just going to do a walkthrough here. I couldn't even begin to explain all the stuff. Underneath you see the box lots, and they're going to go first. I think they're starting at 9 o'clock on the box lots. And then this is just a glance at some of the jewelry items. Everything from fancy to costume. And a section I really like are these stones. There's a lot of the raw stones. Some we got some carved stones. Very unusual. You don't usually see this much raw materials. And then of course we have the cut stones and ovals and the cabochons. And again, for folks who love higher end costume jewelry, right here you can see some of that. And then taking it up a notch, this is all sterling in here, some fun sterling items. And I think that's going to be a lot. So in other words, it's going to sell in one fell swoop. And some fun stuff. And that's just one table. We got just a spattering of the train stuff. If you look across the room here, you'll see, for you train people, that's like Mecca over there. Lionel Mecca. I don't know much about it, but I know a lot of folks are going to be coming just for that part of the sale, part of the auction. By the way, if you want to see some of the stuff, you got to get here a little bit early for the walkthrough, like I'm doing now. I was kindly allowed to come through by Dan and Marilyn. I already see more stuff than I can afford. Remember Tigger? Yeah. Now check this out. That's Harvey Cedars. That's a map of Harvey Cedars. I think it's 1934. How about that for history in the making? And as I say, some of the stuff's way outside of my realm of expertise, like this electron tube test set, which is pretty much like it sounds for the older tubes that went with radios and that. Pretty, and a real nice reel. Look at a Bakelite handle on that reel. Yeah, it's already got Andy Line on a couple of them. And again, here's all underneath here is the lots, and they're going to go first. Is that 9 o'clock, Marilyn, on the lots? Okay. Great bottles, some real nice brassware here, boat marine brassware. And then to my section here with the Tuckerton Railroad memorabilia. A lot of local and LBI angles here. That whole sheet there is Tuckerton Railroad. And then we got the upper end stuff. This is one of the largest of the pelicans you'll see by Bohm. That's going to go for a pretty penny. Not my penny, by the way. And again, this is got the chandelier pieces. That's all going to be sold early, so if you're interested in that stuff, you're going to have to get down here to Eagleswood Fire Company by 9. But truth be told, some of the real fun items are going to be a little later in the day. But I sure wouldn't wait. Decoys are absolutely excellent. There's a rarer shadow decoy here. Silhouette. Need an old blunderbuss here. And again, this is, so far I'm only through a fraction of the stuff that's going to be auctioned off tomorrow. You can get a kind of an idea what it's all about. And while the Melagas and even the auctioneer knows the history behind these, things move along so quickly, there's really can't be an in-depth explanation. But I'm here to say that there's some very cool stuff here with quite a history. In fact, this Coke bottle here is Philadelphia Coca-Cola. It's not in the greatest of shape, but it's pretty rare. Now to another section, a lot I'm interested in, the LBI section. There's an old aerial picture of ship bottom. Old farm implements. Some real nice pottery and saltware. Also, I'll mention too, I'm to the south end of the auction, and a lot of great stuff here, but when the auction's on, you're not allowed to come back here because the auctioneer's working right in front of these tables. So if you want to see this stuff up close and personal, get here for the preview, or listen closely when the things are being auctioned off. I often bid on stuff that I really almost didn't see during my walkthrough, and when it gets explained, that's part of the fun of bidding. That's kind of like a blind bid, but I've been known to not wear glasses sometimes, so how about this? 1961 Salmon's New Gretna boat scene. Looks like pastels. Yeah, pastels on paper. And a real cool table jukebox with some real nice patina on the letters, the numbers and letters you used to press. Again, some of the Crocs. So that's a quick walkthrough. To get here, you drive into West Creek heading south. After you pass Tips and that, you go maybe a couple hundred yards more, you'll see Thomas Avenue. Make a right down there, go about a quarter mile, you'll see Railroad Avenue, make a right there. About another quarter mile and you'll reach the fire hall. Don't even mess around parking out front, just go right around back, there's a ton of parking. And that's Marilyn working to get more photos up, and hopefully see a lot of folks tomorrow.